historic Clyde Smith Field on the campus of Cardinal Newman High School, where today we bring you the North Coast Section Division III semifinals. And it's a good matchup here. Number 1, Cardinal Newman taking on number 4, Campolino. North Bay versus East Bay for the right to go to the championship game here in D3. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox, along with Michael Barabalt, and good matchup here. We don't know too much about Campolino, but we know they've won a couple of close games. They've had a very tough schedule, and they'll be a great opponent here today for Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, Campolino, this is a team that defeated Novato 5-3 in the second round. Had to come back and win that game. We're down 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning and came back to defeat Novato. So if Newman is able to get a lead early on, they have to know that this team is not going to give up, and they're going to have to keep their foot on the gas pedal the whole way.
No question about that. Let's take a look at the batting order first for Campolino. This is how they will look today. It'll be Prather, Palamountain, Elliott, Fritsch, Rogers, Harper, Karp, Rittman, and Cone. The DH is Elliott in the 3-hole. So we see Lerma on the hill for Cardinal Newman. Let's take a look at the defense now for the Cardinals, as announced by head coach Derek Benedetti. It's Pueo, Boyd, Lazark, and Bryson around the infield. Phelps, Wilson, and Roglin in the outfield. Brinson will be behind the plate. Lerma will be on the mound. And we got a few guys back. They were a little banged up, had a few guys out last game, and now they are back to full strength.
Yeah, Newman got a great outing from Jack Larson on Friday night on short notice, and now going with Lerma today. Should be a good outing for Newman.
Take a look at Lerma's numbers on the year. He is 7-1. He's got a good ERA of under 2, 1.57 in fact. So he's had a good year for this team. He's a lefty, strikes a lot of guys out, doesn't walk a lot of guys, and he can mix things up. So he's a good guy to have on the bump.
And it's going to be interesting to see the base running, particularly with the runner on first with the lefty on the mound. See if Lerma is able to keep the running game in control, or if Campolino is going to be taking some risks if they get some runners on early in this game.
And the first hitter stepping up for Campolino will be Hideki Prather, the catcher. He will lead things off for the Cougars. And Lerma starts him off with a nice changeup, gets him out in front, 0-1. He's got a lot of pitches. He can throw a curve, a slider. He likes to go with the change and the fastball and kind of mix it in between those two, however. Those are his most effective pitches. Fastball this time, and he just misses outside. Ron Brown is our plate umpire. He'll be calling the balls and strikes today. This one hit hard to third. Blake Bryson with the throw across. They have to go with the tag, and they get it for the first out. George Kirkland making the call down there at first base, 1 away.
That's the second game in a row where kind of a wild throw has sailed on a Newman infielder in the first inning. Wonder if it's just maybe some butterflies settling in early in this game.
Take a look at that, yeah, because it was a fairly routine ball, kind of right at Brinson. See, it just sailed a little bit to that first base, or that home plate side. Stepping in now is Greg Palamountain.
He's got a bubble issue, David. First base, we got to fix that. He's way leading.
Palamountain at the plate. Change up, nice one, got him well out in front.
Yeah, that's what Lerman's going to have to do. Doesn't throw particularly hard, but does a great job of changing speeds and hitting his location. So when he does come back to that fastball after following a changeup, it can look a lot harder than it seems.
That one misses outside. Lerma goes with the curve for the first time today and misses up and away.
Palamountain going with the open stance. But you see Lerma trying to pound that outside half of the plate to try and exploit that open stance. Hard with all the movement to try and cover a pitch on the outer half of the plate.
And he misses up and away. First base runner via the walk. Not something that Lerma gives up a lot of.
Elliott.
And that'll bring up Matt Elliott, the DH. Campo's been in a couple low-scoring games. Newman with that 10-0 win. Mercy rule in their last game in the quarterfinals. Campo's been in a couple close ones here, first and second round. Nice lead by Palamon. We didn't get any stats for Campolino, not much information. We're just going to have to learn as we go a little bit.
And you mentioned Lerma, so he gets a new baseball there. Only 15 walks in 53 and 2/3 innings pitched coming into this game. So now at 54 innings and 16 walks. Again, and Palamon over there not getting very much of a lead at first base.
Lerma did have a pickoff in the first round in the 7th inning of a 1-run game. Newman's first round game was a 2-1 win, so both teams had very tough first round games, and then Newman's second round game was a little easier for them.
Even that game, that was a 3-0 game going into the 6th inning, and Newman just exploded in that bottom of the 6th.
Lerma behind in the count now, 2-0 with 1 out. Number 3 hitter, Matt Elliott at the plate, guy who can do some damage. Pickoff attempt, gets him back. Not a huge lead. And this one's hit to right center field, hit well, but Wilson will track this one down. 2 away.
Now batting, number 10, Connor Fritch.
You can see Lerma really pounding that outer half of the plate, trying to get these Campo hitters to chase. But in doing so, you risk one of these hitters getting their hands extended and really belting a ball. I wonder sometimes if he's going to go to the outside half of the plate and then maybe go back in on the hands. A change of sight for these Campo hitters.
Connor Fritch, the cleanup man, steps in now. Lefty versus lefty.
The wind today not playing nearly as much of a factor as it did on Friday, at least so far.
Thank goodness.
And it's a much warmer day, 91 degrees here at game time.
Yeah, we've had some extreme conditions during these playoffs. A lot of wind. Another pickoff attempt.
Wide now, Ryan, to show both the runner and the pitcher.
And that one misses way outside.
They're pushing as close as
Kind of wondering if this is a strategy that Lerma is going to the outside half of the plate, maybe the first time through, and then maybe works his way in as he goes a second and third time.
Good battle here, 1-2 the count. See if they start this runner at some point here. They do not. Ooh, and that one's just outside, but not by much. Ron Brown gave that a good look. Called it a ball. That evens up the count at 2-2. Great spot for that 2-2 pitch.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Trying to get Fritch to chase, but a good eye on his end to extend the at-bat.
Fritch bounces that one foul.
If you're Lerma, you want to get him on this 2-2 count, or else you're going to start Palamon from first, and any ball down the line or in the gaps gets Campolino a run.
Runner on with 2 outs here for Campolino. We are in the top of the first inning. This North Coast section D2 semifinal. Lerma delivers that one well outside. Now it will go to 3-2.
And he did the same thing with Powell Mountain. Was ahead 0-2 on Powell Mountain. Was ahead 1-2 here on Fritch. Of course, ended up walking Powell Mountain, and now back to 3-2 here with Fritch.
Curveball, got him looking. Big pitch by Lerma, froze him. How about that? Back to the dugout go the Cardinals. So Lerma gets out of the jam. Nicely done. Now we'll take a look at the batting order for Newman. And here's how the Cardinals are going to look today. It'll be Phelps, Wilson, Boyd, Rongling, Lazark, Puea, Bryson, Cody Guy, and Brenson Guy is the DH. Phelps back in the lineup. They had a few guys sick that missed last game, so back to nearly full strength. I don't think Landon Aroda is quite able to come back yet, but everybody else is in that lineup. Now we'll take a look at the defense for Campolino. And the Cougars are going to look like this. Around the infield, it's Cone, Rogers, Palamountain, and Carp. Harper, Rittman, and Fritch in the outfield. Prather behind the plate. Doing the pitcher will be Godfrey. Connor Godfrey, the right-hander. Again, don't have stats. No, he pitched their opener and it was a good game, and he's done very well. He's been kind of the ace all year. He's a senior, and looks like he has good stuff. Good long motion, decent velocity, and he'll try to keep Cardinal Newman at bay. Newman hit a little bit of a slow spot a couple weeks ago at the end of the NBL regular season. Lost 2 to Windsor, lost 1 to College Park, a team that Campolino's also played, but then they kind of got back on track during the playoffs, and especially in that 6th inning of the last game.
Yeah, came back to win the NBL tournament. Beat Carrillo in the final. Of course, won their first 2 NCS games here, looking for a shot at the NCS title.
Leading off for the Cardinals, number 15.
But played a team in Campolino. You know, there's teams in baseball, in Major League Baseball, that just always play well in the playoffs. The Giants of recent memory have done that. Campolino is another one of those teams that no matter what the record is or what seed they are, they always seem to make a run in the section playoffs, and it's no different here in 2022.
Phelps hitting .402 with 1 homer, 15 runs batted in, and he takes a strike. Take a look at that, how that curveball froze Connor Fritch. 3-2 count. I think he was expecting fastball, and he pretty much didn't move. You can see it came right across at the knees, and he's like, nah, darn it. 2-1 to Phelps. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. So Phelps is aboard.
Now batting number 17, Anani Wilson.
And Anani Wilson will step in. Nice way to start the game for Phelps.
He took that ball right from where it came from. Right on it. Spun the hips. And a good start for Newman.
Runner aboard for Anani Wilson. He shows bunt, lays it down. They'll have a play at second. And they get the lead runner. Wilson did not get that bunt down far enough.
Now batting number 3, Brady Boyd.
Yeah, Wilson.
Check it out.
It looked like, Wilson squared late, trying to bunt for a hit. But at the very least, get the runner to second, and he did neither.
Yeah, see how the catcher was able to just jump right on that. Nice play.
It took 1 bounce, and that was in Prather's hand.
Brady Boyd steps in. Boyd has a home run, 22 runs batted in. Wilson, a threat to steal. 2-0. Kind of interesting. Campolino already has bullpen action. Jaggard down there throwing early, maybe just getting a little work in.
And the NCS playoffs, it's win or go home, and always want to play on the safe side in case your starter doesn't have it.
Wilson has 9 stolen bases. There's a strike. Taking all the way there with 3-1, Brady Boyd. Wilson goes 3-1. It's a ball. 2 on for Newman.
Now batting number 2, Gavin Runglin.
Runglin will be next.
And Runglin, the hero of the game a week ago today, excuse me, last Tuesday against Miramonte, hitting the home run. In a big spot early.
Yeah, it was in the bottom of the 6th inning, a 1-1 game, and Runglin came through big time, although he was out in the 2nd game. A lot of guys were out with a little bit of a bug, not feeling well. I don't think it was a COVID issue, but kind of that stomach flu thing that was going around. Runglin takes low. Ron Brown does a great job of selling the call by staying real low. He's like, yeah, look where I am. I'm way down here. He's got what you would call a legit strike zone, you can tell. Takes pride in it.
Yeah, Runglin, someone that's going to take his talents to Santa Clara University next school year. Be playing for the Broncos. Going to be seeing a lot of big at-bats, certainly like this one, even though we're in the 1st inning. Big chance for Newman.
2 on, 1 out, a 2-0 count to Runglin. Runglin gets a pitch to hit and delivers it into left field. Wilson will be waved around third. Here comes the throw. It's a good one, but it's up the line, and Wilson scores.
And Runglin had the hitter's count, 2-0. Took that pitch on the inner half.
Number 8,
got his hands
Jack
through.
Lazar.
As Newman's fired up in that third base dugout.
Able to see that throw just a little bit up the line. Wilson scoring easily.
Yeah, hard to throw out.
It's another angle.
Hard to throw out to Nane Wilson with that speed. Would have taken a perfect throw to nail him.
Next is Jack Lazark. Always nice to get that early lead. Newman does that. Nice block. Prather.
You got the 1-0 lead now. Now you're looking for that crooked number, as they did in the game Friday against Las Lomas, scoring 3 times.
Breaking ball. That's a strike. Newman has already scored 1. 2-2 now with 1 out. Not the kind of 1st inning Godfrey was hoping for. We do see action down in that Campo bullpen. That one in the dirt as well. Neither runner able to move up as Prather's getting a workout back there. Nice stop. Philip Jaggard is throwing down in that bullpen still.
Those catchers are going to put in an honest day's work with this weather.
Boy, that's for sure. You lose about 8 pounds per inning. Full count. That one's low. Newman loads the bases.
Now batting number 20, Blake Bryson.
And Blake Bryson will step in.
Godfrey unable to put together that put-away pitch, as he's going to get a visit from his pitching coach here. Try and calm him down. And for Newman right now, probably going to be your best situation of the game. Bases loaded, 1 out. You already have a 1-0 lead. Playing a team like Campolino that is always plays well in the postseason. Chance to put up 3, 4, 5 runs here can make all the difference. And down there in the Campo bullpen, Phil Jaggert's still throwing there, throwing as if he's going to come into this game, so maybe Godfrey's going to have one more batter, and if he's unable to retire this next batter, then that could be all.
I like the fact that Campo's not messing around. It's like we gotta roll the dice here. Can't afford to get behind early. Blake Bryson at the plate. $12 runs batted in, .272 average. Fastball and a good one. Swung on and missed.
Sometimes all you're looking for as a pitcher when your pitching coach comes out there is just a confidence boost. Struggling early, you've walked a couple batters, you get up a couple hits. Just need to know someone believes in you.
2-1. 22 pitches now for Godfrey already in this first inning, and still only has 1 out. Good fastball that time. His fastball looks good. He's just having trouble locating.
And he's gotten to 2 strikes on a couple hitters already, but hasn't been able to put them away. He's walked both of them. Let's see if he can get Bryson here.
2-2. Nice curveball. Got him swinging. Big pitch there.
Now batting, number 25, Vero for you.
Pueo is next. Bases loaded. Boy, this would be a win for Campo if they can get out of this with only giving up 1 run. And Pueo pops it straight up. Prather back to the backstop. Reaches back and makes the catch. Oh my goodness, Prather had it. What a play.
And that's a big play for Campolino to get out of that bases loaded 1 out jam and only giving up the 1 run. That very well may have changed the course of this game with that 1 play right there.
Yeah, not sure if we can pick it up. It was a tough angle for us. It was all the way back at the back of the backstop, kind of hidden from our cameras. We'll see the pitcher pointing up. You might be able to see Prather just come into view right there and make that play. Nice one. He had a good inning, couple blocks, makes that play right there. Newman leaves him loaded. One run on 2 hits for the Cardinals. Today's game is brought to you by McCormick and Company Homes and Loans, a family tradition of experience, trust, and loyalty. Specializing in real estate sales and listings, private money investments, and unique financing, let our family help your family find a solution to all of your real estate needs. And is proud Cardinal Newman sponsors and alumni. All consultations are complimentary. Call Marty, Rory, or James today at 526-1700.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are concessions available right behind home plate. Pizza, Gatorade, and on a day like this, there's plenty of water.
So Lerma spotted a run right there. Newman, yeah, probably a little disappointed they didn't get more out of that, Michael. But you know, it was at least they did get the lead. They did get a run across, and the play that go back to is that bunt that went awry, kind of gave Campo an early out, or else that might have been a much bigger inning.
Yeah, and for Cardinal Newman, we saw him capitalize in that situation on Friday. They got the 3-run start, unable to do so here today, and I think this means that we're going to have a pretty low-scoring, close game here.
Nick Rogers steps in, another lefty to face Lerma, so the 4 and 5 hitters are both lefties, and he plunks them.
Now batting number 7, Adam Harper.
So Campo gets a runner on base for Harper. There's a strike. Lerma just catching that outside corner with that one. Harper, the left fielder, hitting in the 6th spot for this Campolino Cougar team. Came in with a 14 and 11 record from the Diablo Foothill League. Tough league, a lot of good teams in that league, and it wasn't easy for them. Another common opponent, Clayton Valley Charter. Both these teams struggled against that team. In fact, for a long time, that was Newman's only loss. Still 1-0 Newman. 2 hits, Campo looking for their first. Lerma's allowed 1 walk and now 1 hit batter. That's a strike. Just nipping that outside corner. Misses a little further out that time with it.
And those base runners for Campolino not getting a huge lead.
Now they're weary.
Off of first base, and again, Rogers very close to the bag.
It's huge. If you can keep those runners close, you've done your job as a lefty. Great to get a pick now and then, but big thing is just making the hitters uncomfortable and making them worry about getting picked. 3-2. It'll be interesting to see if they start him here. With no outs, Lerma throws over.
It's interesting, Jagger no longer throwing in that Campo bullpen, so maybe Godfrey convinced his head coach to let him go another inning.
That one's popped up foul. We'll do 3-2 again.
And they didn't send Rogers on 3-2 with nobody out. And maybe afraid of that, if Lerma sees Rogers leaning or going, afraid of getting picked off there.
Well, that's how much do you trust your hitter not to strike out. That's the thing. If he goes down swinging like he just did, nice pitch for the first out.
Now batting number 66, Charlie Carp.
And a nice pitch there by Lerma.
Just went with kind of a fastball. I think he just was late on it. A couple of changeups outside.
And what he throws those changeups to set up that fastball that makes it appear to be harder than it really is. It's kind of that deception game the pitcher plays with the hitter.
Another lefty, Charlie Carp, steps in now. Good choice to go with Lerma. 3 lefties in this lineup. Still not much of a lead over there at first base. Oppo, that's going to go foul.
And that's where I think Campolino can really do some damage offensively. He's taking the ball the other way, letting the ball travel. We've seen him go with a lot of change-ups early on, and he's throwing that breaking ball occasionally.
Yeah, especially the lefties.
Yeah, go up there expecting fastball, and then you're adjusting to the off-speed and the breaking ball.
He's got him leaning. He's got him picked. Puellos throws a good one, and he's out.
Campolino's worst fear has come true. The one time they tried to send that runner, Rogers, at first.
Great move.
Looked like Lerma was thrown over anyway, and it just so happened that Rogers was going on the pitch, and he's going on first movement as well.
Race that base runner, 2 outs.
And that's the risk you take going on first movement. It's with a lefty. That pitcher sees it out of the corner of his eye. You bet he's going to throw over to first, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to be thrown out. Yeah, Lerma, you mentioned, had that big pickoff in the 7th inning against Mirabante a week ago. And nails another base runner here in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, if you can get those, that's huge. Take a guy off the bases, you put an out on the board. And then he strikes the next hitter out. Lerma comes up huge. And we will move along to the bottom of the inning. Nice job by Lerma, and we'll take a break right here. Newman up 1-0. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Today's game is sponsored by W Real Estate. Founded in Sonoma County, W Real Estate has built a solid reputation of excellent customer service, attention to detail, and results. We're a local company with a global marketing program, and our team of professional agents know the North Bay like no other. Consistently recognized as one of the top real estate brokerages in the North Bay, our agents work here, play here, and are active members of the community. Whether you need assistance buying or selling, we provide unparalleled service and expertise that will exceed your expectations. W Real Estate. Cody Guy will step in now. Fouls it straight back. Guy who caught in the last game, DHing this time, hits it deep in the hole. Going to be a tough play, long throw. And they got him. Wow.
That's a great play at short by Apala Mountain, and a strong throw across the diamond to Cone. And it just got him.
Let's check it out. I didn't think they really had a chance as deep as it was in the hole, and it wasn't hit particularly hard. That is a long throw across.
Yeah,
nice stretch, too, at first base.
And they did end up, indeed, get Guy.
One away. That one is completely behind the batter.
I was ready to catch that, Dave.
Wow.
I'll throw the gear back on.
And there's a strike.
We saw Newman really flash the leather on Friday, and now it's Campolino giving Newman a taste of their own medicine. You see Godfrey, excuse me, working a little bit quicker on the mound. I mean, he's getting that ball and he's ready to go. And you see right there, Brinson asking for time. They caught off guard in that last pitch.
And Brinson walks.
Now batting, number 15, Nate Phelps.
And Phelps will step in. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. Phelps had a base hit, his first time up. Single right back up the middle. And he goes to right field this time. We'll see if Brinson tries to stretch this. He will not. Phelps ran into the first baseman a little bit right there. Not much of a chance to go anywhere.
Now batting,
however.
number 17.
And that's would have been very interesting because neither of the two umpires were looking that way. And had Brinston gone to third, that would have opened up second base. And as you see, Phelps here going the other way for his second knock of the afternoon.
Watch him run into the first baseman right there. You didn't quite see it, but
yeah. Had that ball gone to third base, that could have been a problem with an obstruction call, but no harm, no foul.
Wilson down the left field line. That will squirt foul into the bullpen area. Runners will retreat.
See Wilson swinging away here. Would have been a good chance to try for a bunt for a hit with 1 out. Runners on first and second, but you wonder if he's a little hesitant now, given how his bunt went the last time. Took one hop and Prather behind the plate got it with the bare hand and threw out Phelps, who was trying to go to second.
2 on for Newman. Wilson into the right center field gap and hit well. This one is going to bounce all the way to the wall. Newman's going to get some guys home. Both runners scoring. Wilson in at third base with a triple. Wow. Big hit.
Could not have placed that any better if you're a Nane Wilson.
Now
Splitting
batting,
the gaps.
number 3, Brady Boyd.
And they had him shaded over towards left center field, thinking he was going to hit the ball the opposite way. It was a long run for Rittman, who had no chance, and now they're Fritch and right.
Yeah, he just hammered that one. I thought for a second like it was going to bounce over the fence. See both runners being waved in. And Boyd hits one well left field. This one's deep, and this one is gone. A home run. And the dugout goes crazy as Boyd delivers a big fly.
And that's
well out of here to left field.
And that's the Cardinal Newman offense we're accustomed to seeing here in that bottom of the second inning. This looks like that's going to be all for Godfrey. But Brady Boyd saw that pitch right away. Looked like a changeup from Godfrey. And he knew it right away.
Oh, he was in the home run trot on the second step, yeah.
So Cardinal Newman unable to come through in the first, but a very quick force spot here in the second. So you take a look at another angle here. Yeah, it looked like a changeup from Godfrey that just hung and didn't come down. And that one's onto the tennis courts. As Campolino goes to the bullpen, it's going to be Philip Jaggard. He was warming up in the first inning when Newman had a threat, but Godfrey was able to get out of it, but unable to get out of this one here in the second. 4 runs already home, and the Cougars are into the bullpen.
Here's the reaction from Godfrey. And we'll see the dugout go a little crazy, I think. Yep.
And they're out of the dugout. They're fired up. And they got a 5-0 lead in the NCS semifinals. Life's good if you're a Cardinal Newman Cardinal.
Yes, it is. Kind of see the spring in Boyd's step. He was pretty fired up on that one. That's fun. That's a fun trip around. Playoff semifinal home run for Brady Boyd. Second home run of the year. Yeah, fist bump from Coach. All right, new pitcher.
Now batting, number 2, Gavin Runglin.
And Runglin will step in.
Runglin drove in the first run of this game in that first inning, that only run, before Godfrey was able to get out of jam.
And Runglin has just hit one deep as well, but this one's going to be off the fence. Runglin will try and stretch it, and he's in with a double. Wow, Newman's bat's just exploding here. Let's check out that swing again.
Yeah, a hanging curveball from Jagger, a little ambush tactic from Runglin.
Number 8.
Nearly goes back to back, and I'm sure he'll take the double. And Cardinal Newman right now showing why they are the #1 seed in this Division III bracket.
For a second, I thought like we were going to see back-to-back bombs.
Yeah, that was a curveball that just didn't break from Jaggard, and Runglin saw it the whole way.
Six hits now for Newman. Lazark takes a strike, 2-1. Lazark, a guy we may see at the end of the game in terms of pitching. He's been kind of the pseudo closer for Coach DeBenedetti when needed. Didn't need him last time. In fact, they didn't even get to the 7th inning. They ended up scoring 7 runs, and
now batting number 20,
the ball game was over
Blake
after
Bryson.
6. Blake Bryson is next.
Yeah, if you're Newman right now, you just want to pile on. Got the crooked number at 4. Still only 1 out. Now it's a chance for the bottom of the order to keep that line moving. And get Cardinal Newman another set of runs as there's more action now in the Campolino bullpen. Adrian Blumberg.
Still only 1 out. Back up the middle, that's a base hit. We're going to hold the runner at third. Throw comes in, bases loaded.
And Vero Puello has a chance to do some big damage as Bryson indeed keeps the line moving. Just a shot up the middle. Bases loaded, 1 out for Pueo.
7 hits now for Newman.
And he does have a home run on the season, and the wind is blowing out toward right field.
Curveball, he got under it, lifted high in the air to right field. Fritsch runs it down. Runners are going to tag up, and Newman will get a run home. Sac fly.
So if he didn't get under that and he got all of it, I may have had to go play the lottery after this game.
Number 27, Cody Guy, the batter.
That was just a breaking ball, another hanger from Jaggard, and as you said, Pueo got under it, but does get another run home for Newman. Now Newman's batter around.
Runners at first and third, and there's a strike. Gets ahead.
And Campolino, you got to stop the bleeding at some point just to give yourselves a chance. Still plenty of time in this game. Still got 5 more at bats, but dug yourselves a 6-0 deficit.
That one's lifted foul. Big inning for Newman. They put a 5 spot up here in the second. Nice crooked number. I don't know if it's cooled off at all yet. It's still pretty darn hot out here. Hit 97 was the high. That one misses down and away.
Still at 91 here in Santa Rosa. Of course, in Arizona, it's a dry heat.
Yes, know it well. It's kind of nice the way your school year goes. You kind of get out of there right before it really gets really hot. When you go back, though, it's pretty warm.
You can go back in about mid-August. Yeah, you still got that 120s-ish for about a couple weeks, and then you're sitting pretty regularly over the 100 mark until about mid to late October.
This one's popped up. Second baseman calling for it. That is Rogers. Nick Rogers puts it away, and finally the inning comes to a halt, but not until Cardinal Newman has a breakout inning there. They end up scoring 5 runs after 2 full. It is 6-0 Newman here in these semifinals. Today's game is brought to you by McCormick & Company Homes and Loans, a family tradition of experience, trust, and loyalty, specializing in real estate sales and listings, private money investments, and unique financing. Let our family help your family find a solution to all of your real estate needs. And as proud Cardinal Newman sponsors and alumni, all consultations are complimentary. Call Marty, Rory, or James today at 526-1700. Tunes rolling, go snack bar. We don't have the food truck today. No home run pizza. Yeah, I know. I was disappointed.
I was disappointed too. Maybe it's a post-game run. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be nice here. I know we were talking earlier about maybe YSM potentially doing some Healdsburg Prune Packers, Sonoma Stoppers games in the works.
I think that's going to happen this summer, so that'll be fun. Looking forward to it.
Summer baseball making a full comeback. The Prune Packers, of course, played last year, and now the Stompers are back.
If you're a baseball fan, what a great opportunity this summer to have that many teams. You got the Stompers, you got the Prune Packers, you got the Santa Rosa Athletics, and then you got the new team, the Scuba Divers. That'll be kind of an independent league team in that Pacific League, or what is that league? I don't even know.
The Pecos League.
The Pecos League. Yeah, a lot of teams from the South.
Yeah, San Rafael
Southwest.
Pacific,
yeah, Pacifics.
Locally.
So it's going to be, you'll have a lot of options to go watch baseball if you like baseball.
For those Marin-based, still got the Novato Knicks as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Who will both come up to they'll come up to Sonoma County and play both the Packers and the Stompers this season. Stompers, we have them on 4th of July, 5 o'clock first pitch at Arnold Field. Stompers opening day 9 days away, next Thursday,
Wow.
June 2nd.
Nice two-seamer. Got him out front. Might even been a changeup. It's hard to discern between his change and his two-seam. And that's what makes it tough for hitters, too, because they both have that tail, but there's a big difference in the speed. Curveball got him out in front.
And going back to the summer baseball, got a couple Cardinal Newman Cardinals. Gavin Rogling, the current right fielder, he'll be playing for the Stompers this summer. And Aiden Lombardi, a former Cardinal Newman Cardinal, also on the roster.
Yeah, he's a Cal right now. That one misses away. 1-2.
I believe Daniel Moorhead as well. I'm trying to think of former Cardinal Newman players. Moorhead now at Youngstown State.
Okay.
That's a beautiful pitch right there from Lerma.
One away.
Started that breaking ball right down the middle, and that just
Now batting, number
it bit
33,
inside,
Michael.
and Rittman had no chance, swung right over it. And now Lerma has struck out 3 in a row, and his last 4 outs total have been via the strikeout.
Wow.
See Roglin there battling the sun, making the catch down the right field line.
Had to go kind of a long way for that. Roglin gets deep into that corner, 2
Number
away.
3, Hideki Prather.
That was another off-speed pitch that time. Cone was out front. Lerma 2 up, 2 down. In what you would call a shutdown inning after your team gives you a 5 spot in the bottom of the second. 1 out away from doing just that.
How nice is that? It's one of the things as a coach you really appreciate, not having any stress in that next inning and getting back to the dugout. A lot of pitchers will kind of relax a little bit, throw some balls, make a few mistakes. All of a sudden the other team's back in the game.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing about baseball. You take your foot off the gas pedal even just a little bit. You allow that other team to score a couple runs, and now you kind of have to relock in some cases.
Top of the 3rd inning. Campo, of course, team that's capable of making a comeback. They're the number 4 seed, and there's a base hit to left field by Prather. Hideki Prather. Solid base hit.
Yeah, first hit of the day for Campolino. And even if you just get 1 back here, you got to show Cardinal Newman that you're not going to go down lightly.
Greg Alamountain.
Had to kind of go down and get that one.
Yeah. Nice piece of hitting from Prather. Extends the inning.
Now you would not expect to see anything close to a pickoff. You're down 6-0. You've already been picked off once. This is where the runners are probably going to be super conservative.
Yeah, you don't need 1 run. You need 6 if you're Campolino, so no need to take any chances there.
Gonna throw over just in case. Prather, leadoff guy, so we expect him to be a guy who likes to run a little bit. That one misses down. 2-0. Here comes Coach Derek.
Yeah, and
We know what this conversation is going to be like.
just making sure Lerman not letting his guard down with the 6-0 lead. Maybe also giving him a breather as well. We talked about how warm it is here at Cardinal Newman, and amplified a little bit by the turf field as well.
Yeah, I had to walk across a few times and setting up today, and it was definitely definitely warm on that turf.
Kind of reminds you of the old travel ball days up in Sacramento area.
Yeah, Mather, going to Reading, of course, Field of Dreams. Oh my goodness, yeah, those are some hot ones. Coach Derek back.
And then you're playing those cold ones in December where you're playing at 8 a.m. and it's 40-something degrees.
Yeah, I've had a few that were colder than that. I remember wrapping the bats in blankets. That one misses down and in, 3-0. And there's a strike. Yeah, I remember being at Field of Dreams in Manteca, one of those real early December games, and it was so cold. And we had a little heater. We hooked up a little space heater in the dugout, and they told us we couldn't have it. Well, space heater wasn't for the players or the coaches in the dugout. We had it on the bats. We were trying to thaw out the bats. Those metal bats, when they freeze up like that, they almost feel like they can shatter. They're just not as flexible. The ball doesn't bounce off them at all. So we were trying to keep the bats warm.
How did they tell you not use the heater? Unfair advantage?
I don't know. They told us we had to unplug it. I'm not sure what the deal was.
Well, it should be an A for preparation.
We tried. We tried.
Yeah, you're going to see Prather take off here, 3-2 outs. And if you're Prather, you got to make sure Lerma's going to the plate because you know he's going to be looking at him.
Curveball to center field. Wilson starts in. Now he races back, and he's got it. Side retired. So Newman keeps putting those zeros on the board. Step aside right here. Cardinals with a nice lead. And we'll be right back with more. Just a moment.
Today we ask God's blessing on this center of seeking, learning, and teaching what is true, so that the students who come here will be empowered to live their faith more fully, completely, and faithfully. That's the reason why we deem it necessary and valuable to have a beautiful building so we can attest to the students and to the teachers that what you are doing here is important. Make it become a center where students and teachers imbued with the words of truth. Even though this is an existing school, in many ways it is now a new school. We dedicate this building to the education of youth, to the progress of the sciences, and to learning.
Moving along here, bottom end of the third inning. Newman with a nice lead. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long.
Now batting number 4, Justin Brinson.
Justice Brinson will step in now for Newman.
Get to see what Newman does for an encore after the 5-run second. And you sure Derek DeBenedetti's telling him to not let up.
First pitch to short. Long throw for Palamountain, and he's got it. One away. One pitch, one out.
Number 15, Nate Phelps.
Palamountain with a nice play.
Yeah, for Campolino, if you can put up a 0 here in this bottom of the third inning, build a little bit of confidence. You got your first hit out of the way. It's one of those small victories, but not too insignificant. See if you can get something rolling. You can get to the 4th.
Phelps started the big rally. Two for two. Led off the game with a base hit. He's going to bunt for a hit right here, and it's a pretty good one. Not going to be in time. Great bunt. Well done.
I mean, had it right where you want it.
Now batting,
in between the pitcher, the catcher, and the third baseman. And right down that third base line.
Yeah, it was Jaggard who fielded it.
Yeah,
you can see he had no chance.
And you saw it was right near the line.
Great bunt. Another hit. Now it's a Nane Wilson.
Of course, Wilson had that big triple. 2-run triple in that second inning. They have him shit a little bit more over towards right center field this time.
He goes to right. That's another base hit. Runners are going to hold up. Wilson now
Number
2 for 2.
Brady Boyd.
Now Wilson just sort of lining this one into right field, getting the pitch. Inner half.
Yep. Down a little bit, maybe a touch or two below the knees. Have to get the barrel on it. And Newman once again rolling.
Now it's Brady Boyd. He, of course, had the big home run. 2 on, 1 out. Newman's bats staying hot. Another nice stop by Prather. Newman now with 9 hits in this one. In the dirt. Prather again with a nice stop. He's just had a bunch of really good stops behind the plate.
And it's just so nice to have a catcher, if you're a pitcher on this staff, to have your catcher and to know that he's going to block anything you throw.
Yeah, let's check out his work right here.
Yeah, and a good athletic stance and good fundamentals to drop the knees, turn the glove, and kept that throwing hand behind the glove.
That's ball 4. Bases loaded. And Ronglin's going to step in.
Now batting, number 2, Gavin Runglin.
Now looks like Max Luckhurst is going to head out to the mound. And looks like we may have a change. So that's going to do it. Campolino trying to pull out all the stops. Trying to stay in this game as long as they can. Newman 10 runs Las Lomas on Friday. And
Pitching change for Campolino.
Campolino's in
Now
danger of
pitching,
being a victim of
number
the same
19,
thing here
Adrian
in the semifinals.
So Blumberg comes in now for Campolino.
Now for NCS championships, are they going host sites or are they going neutral?
I think it's going to be neutral, but yeah, no, I've talked to a few people and nobody seems to really know for sure.
Because I know in basketball and football they did host sites for sectional championships due to COVID, and I would assume that's going to be the same for spring sports just as the school year wraps up. So could see a Newman championship game should they hold on right here at Cardinal Newman.
I've asked a few people, and I was thinking, okay, they're going to have it at the JC. They like to bunch games together if you have 2 or 3 games from teams that are in the same geographic area. But I don't know if there's any other baseball teams in the North Bay still playing.
Actually, D2, we got an all-North Bay semifinal. Petaluma's playing Redwood tomorrow, as is Casa and Ukiah.
So I guess they could bundle those somewhere.
Yeah, both those games in Petaluma and Casa are hosting. You know, as a Petaluma guy, I'd love to see the Gauchos and the Trojans battle it out for an NCS title.
Yeah, it's been, since 1998 when that last time that happened?
Yeah, around there, the Bob Leslie's final game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was at Crushers Stadium, right?
It was, yes.
The infamous play at second base. Was it second base, I believe?
Yeah, they called the double play. Just got some water delivered, thank gosh. Much appreciated by the fans here. Okay, I can survive a couple more innings.
I just ran out of my cup that I brought here, so I'm able to refill that. A big spot for Broccoli near with the bases loaded.
First pitch, Ronglin fouls it off. Ronglin's had 2 hits so far. Looking to do more damage, facing the right-hander Blumberg. Third pitch of the day for Campo. We're only in the 3rd inning. Ronglin a little bit late on that one. Zach Anderson throws down in that bullpen for Campolino. You can see him in the background. Oh, 0-2 to Ronglin. Fastball fouled off again. One out, 0-2. Bases are full of Cardinals. Off-speed pitch hit into left center field, and that is going to roll for a while. Deepest part of the yard. Newman is going to get some guys home. Throw coming in. It's a double. Tack on to the lead.
Gavin Roglin have a day. Single, a double, and now another double.
Now batting.
5 RBIs now on the
Jack
day as he clears the
Lazar.
bases.
Yeah, that's a pretty good day so far. You're only in the 3rd inning.
All right, 3 at-bats, 3 hits, 3 innings. See Roglin there, just seeing it real well. Found the pitch in his zone and drove it into the gap.
Lazark has walked twice. And that's a base hit to left field. Lazark's going to try to stretch it to a double. Ronglin scores. And a double it is. Newman continues to roll.
Now batting.
And they just keep it rolling, as you said.
Number 20.
5 runs in the second, 4 runs here in the third.
Bryson.
Check out Ronglin not hesitating as that one was deep in that left center field gap, and Lazark hustles in with a slide and has 2.
Lazark get into the same spot, and they just traded places.
That one up the middle. Nice play by Palamountain. But the runner moves up to third. And Vero Pueyo's up. Now you look at the fact that Newman has a 10-run lead and they're 6 outs away.
And I don't think a lot of us expected them to 10-run Las Lomas last week, especially after that game was 3-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. And even here in the semifinals against a really good Campolino team, up 10-0 in the 3rd inning.
Pueyo tries to hold up, does he? Fouls that one straight back. Two and two here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Newman scored 5 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, 1 back in the 1st, and they had a chance to make that a big inning too. Had the bases loaded. Off speed, that's down 3-2. Pueyo fouls it straight back. Staying alive, full count.
And just such a patient approach from Pueyo. Just fouling off the pitches he doesn't like, and he's going to make that pitcher come into him.
Bloomberg misses outside. There's a walk.
Now batting number 27, Cody Guy.
Cody Guy is next.
I'm sure Newman would like to add on a couple here just to give themselves some breathing room. Guess they want to end this thing in 5 innings.
Guy with a grounder to short. Pala Mountain on the run. Nice play. Side retired. Newman comes up with another big inning.
After 3 complete, Cardinal Newman 10.
And we've completed 3 full now here at Cardinal Newman. And Newman has a nice lead. We'll step aside and be back with more in just a moment.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
I rock a mic like a vandal, line up a stage and wax a chump like a candle.
Big lead for Newman as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Extremely warm day here at Cardinal Newman. Dave Cox and Michael Barabalt bringing you the action here in the North Coast Section Division 3 playoffs.
Yeah, we were talking about North Bay teams still in it. Mentioned the all North Bay D2 semifinal, Redwood, Petaluma, Costa, and Ukiah, but also San Marin here in Division 3 hosting Albany in the other semifinal in Division 3, and also Branson in Division 5 taking on Fremont Christian. So a lot of talent left in this area, and Could be seeing a whole lot of championship games this coming weekend right here in Sonoma and Marin County.
Cardinal Newman softball team will be heading to McKinleyville to play the #1 McKinleyville squad. That's a long road trip. We made a few of those trips at Sonoma Academy. South Fork and St. Bernard's. We've been up there for playoff games a few times. It's a long day.
Long day and mostly fun trips. A little bit of a team bonding experience.
Yeah, you'd rather have a road trip than be out of the playoffs. Lerma now with a 10-run lead, and I got to wonder if Coach Derrick might not be tempted to pull Lerma sooner rather than later, particularly if they play against Saturday. Depending on pitch count, he might be able to come back and throw an inning or two if needed in an emergency. He's at 51 right now. Nice pitch, swing and a miss, got him way out in front.
And what you've seen from Lerma, other than that blip in the third inning where he gave up the single and fell behind 3-0 to Powell Mountain, he's pretty much stayed in control the entire game and hasn't given Campolino really any hope, as you see this strikeout pitch of Elliott about to come through your screen. Yeah, just had him out in front. That's that great command of his off-speed pitches all afternoon. Close pitch right there. Not getting the call. And Lerma just looks free and easy out there on the mound. Not a whole lot of stress to deal with. So he gets that one about an inch or two more inside for a strike.
Connor French, strikeout victim, his first time up. That curve misses outside, 3-1. Fastball right down the pipe. 3-2. Oppo, that's foul. Pretty good crowd out here today, watching some playoff baseball. Starting to cool off just a little bit, but it's still pretty hot out here. Oh, big curve. My goodness.
Now batting, number 28, Nick Rogers.
And Fritch had no chance. So we see it right
I'm not
here.
sure if this was a strike. It was pretty high. I guess it was dropping down. It was going to be close.
Fritch just left that shaking his head.
That one's a little low. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Rogers was hit by the pitch back in the second inning to lead it off.
We're checking out that other semifinal in Division III. Albany, the 11th seed, leading San Marin 3-2 after 3 innings of play.
Wow.
So the 11th seed making a run. Took down number 3 West County on Friday. And trying to make it all the way to the championship.
That'd be a nice run for an 11 seed. Man, that's not easy. Little looper. Lazark dives for it and can't get it. And that falls in. Got him way out in front. He just kind of threw the bat at it.
Number 7, Adam.
Yeah,
Harper,
that's
the
just
batter.
one of those opportunities where it's just placed in the perfect position. As you see right there, just kind of flung the bat out and ended up dropping.
It's the second hit of the day so far for Campolino. Comes with 2 outs here. This one's popped up. Who's going to call this? Sanane Wilson has it. Back to the dugout come the Cardinals as they continue to tack on here. Nice lead for Newman.
Today we ask God's blessing on this center of seeking, learning, and teaching what is true, so that the students who come here will be empowered to live their faith more fully, completely, and faithfully. That's the reason why we deem it necessary and valuable to have a beautiful building so we can attest to the students and to the teachers that what you are doing here is important. Make it become a center where students and teachers imbued with the words of truth. Even though this is an existing school, in many ways it is now a new school. We dedicate this building to the education of youth, to the progress of the sciences, and to learning.
Now pitching for Campolino, number 13, Zach Anderson.
Zach Anderson will be the new pitcher now for the
Batting
Campolino
for
Cougars.
Number 4, Justin Brinson.
Justice Brinson will step in. And Brinson takes high for a ball.
I'm sure Derek DiBenedetti wants to get another run or two, gives him a cushion to work with in the top of the 5th as they will try to close it out a little bit early.
Yeah, it'll be the second game in a row they did so, and that's nice when you're in the playoffs. Saves innings, saves pitching.
Yeah, I don't know, set him up nicely. I mean, we saw Albany, they're able to hold on and beat San Marin. Had a tough game at West County, up 3-2 in another tight game at San Marin. Probably using a lot of their best arms, where Newman hasn't had to use them too extensively.
Yeah, they haven't even pitched Rhoda yet. And Rhoda's been out, but he was close to being able to play today. And there's a strike, nice curveball from Zach Anderson. Two and two to Justice Brinson. Little roller right back to Anderson. One away.
Brinson nearly beat that out, hustling down the line. Always like to
Now
see that,
number 15,
even when you're up 10-0. As we look
Phelps.
at the Division III bracket here. So you see San Marin, the 7 seed, hosting 11 Albany. So San Marin themselves making a run, took down Bishop O'Dowd in the quarterfinal to get to the semifinal. So all is going well on the Newman side of the bracket in terms of the higher seeds winning their matchups, but not on the bottom of the bracket. And of course, in baseball, Of course, any team, any day, anyone can beat anyone, and that's duly noted in Division II. Both the 1 and 2 seeds were knocked out in Division II. Ukiah was the 9 seed, defeated Marin Catholic 1-0 on Saturday. And Windsor was the 2 seed. They lost in the first round to El Cerrito, who then succumbed to Redwood, the 7th seed, in the semifinals. So
that was the one matchup Newman was maybe looking forward to, is hoping to see Windsor in the championship of the NBL tournament, and that didn't transpire. They go their separate ways in terms of playoffs, but Nathan Phelps strikes out 2 away.
Now batting, number 17.
Yeah, and I'm really intrigued about that Ukiah Casa Grande game tomorrow night. 2 teams that have battled a lot in the playoffs over the years. 2 high-quality programs that have been very good for a long time. And even on the other side with Redwood and Petaluma. 4 really good programs still left in Division II, and whoever does come out of it will be a very deserving champion.
Anane Wilson is up now. He's had a big day so far.
Forgot one, Justin Siena out of the Vine Valley Athletic League. They're still in it in Division IV. They're the 2 seed hosting St. Mary's tomorrow as well. And Siena ended up winning the Vine Valley Athletic League tournament, beat Casa Grande and beat Petaluma to win that tournament.
Wilson's had a couple hits today. A nice triple in the right center field gap, and then the single down the line his last time up. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Zach Anderson trying to put a 0 on the board for the first time today for Campolino. No matter what, Newman will be 3 outs away from ending this early when we head to the top of the 5th. There's the ball. So Wilson gets on base for the 3rd time
now
today.
Batting, number 3, Brady Boyd.
And I'm sure Kevin Roggenlein walking into that on-deck circle is praying he gets another chance, as he's 3 for 3 with a pair of doubles and 5 RBIs. And I'm sure he'd like to add to it.
Swing and a miss by Brady Boyd. Had a big home run, 3-run shot in the 2nd. Zach Anderson trying to, again, get that 0 that has been very elusive so far for Campolino.
Nice pitch.
There's strike 3, got him looking.
Through 4.
Nicely done.
Maintains the lead.
We're moving to the top of the 5th. 10-0 Newman over Campolino. Today's game is sponsored by W Real Estate. Founded in Sonoma County, W Real Estate has built a solid reputation of excellent customer service, attention to detail, and results. We're a local company with a global marketing program, and our team of professional agents know the North Bay like no other. Consistently recognized as one of the top real estate brokerages in the North Bay, our agents work here, play here, and are active members of the community. Whether you need assistance buying or selling, we provide unparalleled service and expertise that will exceed your expectations. At W Real Estate, our clients and their goals are our first priority without compromise. Whether you're needing to buy or sell locally, nationally, or internationally, our network is far-reaching, and we strive to ensure that each and every client is completely satisfied. This is our commitment to you and our community. W Real Estate. Lerma back out there to try to close this out himself.
Now in the ball game for the Cougars.
Jack Larson beginning to warm up a little bit.
Scott Linden.
Just in case, as Scott Linden steps in. There's a strike.
I'm sure Derek DiBenedetti is just wanting to get this game through and without any trouble here in the fifth.
Strike two. Lerma continuing to paint that outside corner with that two-seamer.
He's been doing it since the first pitch of the game and has gotten a lot more sharper in hitting that spot.
And you see the Campo hitters kind of have to swing that pitch, even though that one with two strikes was 3 or 4 inches off the plate. Change-up, got him out front.
And again, protecting that outer half.
It's got him set up for something down and in, the slider or the curve, maybe even a good hard fastball in on the hands. We'll see what he goes with here. 0-2. The curve down. Pretty easy take there. 1-2. O'Connor continuing to throw in the Campo bullpen just in case they can get a run and extend this game. Two.
Campo trying to do everything they can to try and get at least one across and extend this game.
Got him swinging. Nice pitch.
Now batting.
Rittman will step in now.
Rittman.
You just see a confidence there in Lerma. Knows what he wants to do, knows how he wants to attack, is relaxed, and dealing.
Yeah, here's that last strikeout. Just right over the top of it.
And another changeup from Lerma. Has been so good with that pitch all afternoon.
Rittman fouls that one down the line. No one will catch up.
Lost your picture, David. 1-1.
One and one. Rittman foul. That's strike three. Looking, oh my goodness, Lerma just drilling that outside corner with that pitch.
Mark, 8 strikeouts now for Lerma. And
now batting, number 33, Michael
threw that one on a dot.
Cohen.
And now Campolino down to their final out.
Man, he is feeling it.
I'm trying to go back to that breaking ball in the outer half, just missed right there. And just staying on that outer half, Campolino really hasn't made an adjustment all afternoon. He comes back in right there.
One strike away from ending it now, Lerma. Lerma winds and deals. And that'll be the ball game. As Justice Brinson throws to first, retire the side, and end this one early.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is game.
Wow, Newman does it 2 games in a row. By the mercy rule.
Both teams.
This one, 10-0.
Congratulations to Campolino on an excellent
Lerma
season.
ends up with 9 strikeouts on the day. How about that?
We appreciate you.
Thing of beauty. Newman wins it
Congratulations
10-0.
to Cardinal Newman Cardinals. Playing in the championship
We'll take
game.
care of a little business now. We'll do our Community First Credit Union
Great
Player
job.
of the
Both
Game.
teams, thank you and drive safe.
That will be coming up in just a moment. As the Cardinals win this one. Final score, 10-0 Newman. We'll be back with our Player of the Game. Community First Credit Union Player of the Game coming up next.
Jimmy Kimmel has a long-running gag. It's where celebrities read mean tweets about themselves. Well, at Community First, we get tweets, but they're not mean. They're sweet tweets. Now, authentic tweets read by their authentic recipients.
After coming from a big bank that got bought by a bigger bank and added more fees, I moved my business and personal accounts to Community First. Crystal Alvarez made the transition smooth with her professionalism, kindness, and smiles.
I spoke to another lender before speaking with Sue Black. The first lender made me feel like I was wasting his time when I asked questions. Sue, on the other hand, was always available to answer my questions and always in such a friendly manner. Buying a house was a big step in my life, and I'm very thankful I had an amazing person guide me through it.
I had been thinking of refinancing my vehicles for a while. A friend told me to get in contact with Rita Sanchez, which I did. Let me tell you how fast and helpful she was. She refinanced both my cars and lowered my payments tremendously. I am more than happy with the outcome.
I will never be able to fully express my appreciation for Dawn and how she helped my family secure the funds to build our new home. Dawn is a standout in her field, and after one conversation with her, you'll know why.
There are not enough stars for me to adequately review the incredible experience I just had with Michelle Phillips. I am in absolute awe at her knowledge, her patience, her professionalism, her immediate help, and her incredible personality.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Sarah Inzano is an 11. It's always a pleasure to work with go-getters who autograph their work with excellence.
Rockstar Rich, that's me. Both my hubby and I are self-employed, and we felt nothing but support and trust from Rich. Bang.
Devin was personable, with a good sense of humor and very professional. He treated me like I was his very best customer. I imagine he treats everyone that way. Best service I've had in a long time, anywhere.
While the credit union is great, what really is great is Colleen Redler, who is the shining light that helps keep us coming back. She remembers all of our names and greets us with a smile every time we walk in. I hope Community First realizes what an asset they have in her, with her vast experience and stellar member service. She's a gem.
I absolutely love this credit union. They are always there to greet you with a smile and are very knowledgeable and helpful. What I like the most is the personal care they provide, priceless. Jill, Miriam, Janine, I love the ladies in Napa. If you haven't given them a try, what are you waiting for?
Wow, those are some really sweet tweets. And thank you, members, for writing those. And for our employees, you earned them all. Hey, until next time, everyone, see ya.
All right, there's your final score, 10-0 here at Cardinal Newman, and we were hoping to do a player of the game interview, but that's not going to happen. They're still having their, oh, no, here comes Lerma. Lerma's going to come. All right, we finally got him. So good game. Newman moves on. We had any updates on any of those other games, or what's going on there?
No update right now. Last I saw, San Marin was down 3-2, but give it the old check on Twitter, as we'll see if Newman will have an opponent here shortly. So you see the final there, 10-0, and we do have an update. That game's now going into the fifth. Albany with a 4-2 lead now. So I'm sure Newman will be checking Max Preps and social media to see who wins that game, and I think that game's going to end up being right here at Cardinal Newman, given the host site playoffs that have been going on throughout the school year. As here's Mason Lerma.
All right, finally we got him. Mason Lerma, our player of the game. Mason, congratulations.
Thank you.
Offense was huge today. They really supported you. What was it like out there for you getting all those big innings offensively?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, pitching, it's a totally different mindset. I mean, if I have a tie game, 1-2-run lead versus a 10-run lead, it just allows me to go out there and just pound the strike zone. Don't have to worry too much about working around guys. Just pound the strike zone. It's great. I mean, the energy in the dugout's always way up and just keeps me going.
2 Mercy Rule wins in a row for this team. You guys had that little lull the last week of the regular season, and now you're kind of building. Is the confidence back? Is this team on a nice run here at the right time?
For sure, I think. Yeah, we have. I think we had a couple key guys out that last week, and they just that last week of the season you're talking about, and we lost our focus for a minute there. I knew we'd come back. We just reset, hit the reset button, came back for playoffs, and we're back for sure.
You had a lot of success with your changeup, and I think your 2-seam also on that outside corner. Talk about your strategy today and how you're working Ron Brown, the plate umpire, strike zone a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the umpire, I won't say, he had a great strike zone. He's very consistent, ball strikes, inside, outside, up, down, and basically just change up 2-seam, just working that outside corner, extending out of the strike zone, or I'm ahead in the count, getting guys to chase some, and yeah. It was consistent umpire. I'd say it's nice. I knew exactly where I threw it on the corner. I knew if he was going to call it or not. Very consistent.
Talk to me about your approach, because it seemed like you just kept pounding that outer half of the plate, and I thought maybe as this game went along, second or third time through, you're going to kind of move inside, but you kind of really lived on that outside corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes going later in the games, when it's a closer game, going deeper to the games, we'll start to mix it up a lot more. But we had a big lead, so I think it was just between me, Justice, and DeBen, we were just pounding the outside corner, just like we're just going to keep on doing it, and even if I don't get strikeouts on it, just let them get themselves out, balls in play, keeps your pitch count lower, keeps the defense involved, gets us in the dugout quicker, and gets us more runs.
And I got to ask you about the pickoff. All right, your second one in the playoffs. Nice job. That was a huge out.
Thank you. A little bit of a funny story on that. That pickoff, I actually didn't mean to pick over there. I was going to go... Coach called slider there. I was going to go slider on him, but accidentally grabbed a curveball grip, and I thought rather than step over, I'm like, I'm just going to do a little move over there, and that happened to be one where he was going first move. So a little luck there. Got an extra out there. I think the next guy struck out on like 2 more pitches, so that was key too. I mean, just getting us back in the dugout. I think that's probably most of that helped us the most today is getting like quick innings, getting back in the dugout, keeping us out of the heat.
All right, well, congratulations on the win. You guys are heading to the championship game. We're not sure who you're playing yet, but we'll get that information soon. Our player of the game, Mason Lerma. Good luck, whoever you play and wherever you play in the NCS final.
Thank you, Coach, very much. Thank you for your time.
All right, we'll talk to you later. So there it is, your final 10-0 here at Newman. And Cardinal Newman will be moving on to the championship game. That's going to do it for our coverage today. Hope you have enjoyed it. Cardinals with a big offensive performance and defensive performance here today as they win this one big. That's going to do it for us, for all of us here at ysn365.com and Cardinal Newman, Cardinals.com. I'm Dave Cox saying goodbye, and thanks for watching.